How's the mentoring program going so far, Janette?
Yeah, I think it's been a wonderful initiative from BUSA, and I think it's what was needed in South Africa, and we need more of that, I hope. I think that the candidates who came on board were incredibly thankful for the opportunity, and to me that just was, illustrating the need amongst younger leaders to have such type of exposure to senior business persons, who know a little bit more about corruption or the fighting of corruption and ethical behavior, integrity in business.
What's the strategy for BUSA in terms of promoting business integrity within the marketplace in South Africa?
Okay, maybe let me just start from the beginning to say that basically this is part of an element of broader project on anti-corruption in partnership with the Department of Public Service and also the Danish Embassy, known as Danida. So basically the main aim of this project was to basically communication and awareness and also training on anti-corruption. So we started with training workshops, which Janette was also part of. Basically that was training. So it was more like a build up on that. The mentorship program now comes to intensify and basically integrate, what people have been trained on, and now start to guide them, and mold them into, better citizens, I guess, in terms of their ethics and morals.
I learned more than the mentees, because the one thing in the first meeting we had, I was so surprised about the quality of the people that enrolled for this program and the appetite that they had for integrity and ethics in business and the knowledge that they had. I mean, the type of questions that they're asking. And at our forum, one of my mentees actually stood up and asked the Minister of Justice questions. And I'm telling people at work this every day and said, there's this young guy, a university student, standing up, challenging a minister. And the two things that I noticed was, one was, it was with the greatest of respect that he spoke to the minister. But the contents of his questions didn't hold back. He was asking the minister, he was putting him on the spot. And it was an informed type of questioning, and that's sort of the young people of today who's part of this group. So I think there's very fertile ground in the youth, but it's the older generation who keeps on preaching should rather get off their backsides and start, doing something and engaging with the youth.
What are your expectations of the mentoring program? Do you think we would be able to create converts, create brand new leadership that's ethically based and value based, or do you think perhaps maybe we might just achieve sowing seeds, sowing the right and positive seeds, and linking up the mentees with resource people who could be a source for further information and guidance in terms of business integrity?
I think the latter, sowing seeds, but with that also creating a passion amongst young people to say this is something worthwhile fighting, because if we allow corruption to prevail, you don't have a future in this country. And I think that's what Jacques also referred to, that these mentees are well aware of the fact that this is about their future. So my expectation is to have, even if it's a smaller percentage of the mentees, to have taken on this challenge and to say this is something that I'm going to embrace, and I want to make it part of my future career. I want to make it part of my business strategy, our operations, and take this further, and perhaps one day stand in the same shoes and be a mentor to others as well.